Hello, Penn students. This is topic 10, student activity sheet 2, systems of linear equations and inequalities. Okay, and today we're going to be solving systems of equations in slope-intercept form. So if you've been on Agile Mind, our first problem, Desmond has a lawn mowing service, and he has a problem with his lawnmower. And what he's come down to is two options. Option one is to repair his current gas mower. The cost is $160, after which it would be $45 each week to maintain. Option number two is forgetting the old lawnmower, buying a brand new energy efficient one. The cost is $400 for a brand new one, and then it's going to cost him $15 each week to repair it. So what they want us to do here is to create two equations that will model the cost of each scenario, okay? And what they want us to show is that the total cost is going to be Y, and then time, the weeks, will be X, okay? So what we did here is I looked at option one. The cost Y to repair will be $160 plus $45 each week. So what I did here, we have the $160 to repair it plus $45 each week, 45 times X. Option two is to buy a $400 mower, after which, so plus $15 per week. So that's going to be our $400 plus the 15 times the number of weeks. Okay. They said that Desmond's best option will be the one that's going to cost the least amount over the rest of the mowing season. For example, what if he's only halfway through the season? Or what if he's only like a week into the mowing season? Okay. So the first scenario they want us to look at here is which option is best if there's little time left in the mowing season, meaning like just a couple weeks left. Okay. So with that, I said option one. Option one has the smaller initial cost. That would be the repair. Okay. It's only $160. Then they said, which is the best option if mowing season has just begun, meaning like he's 1 week into the mowing season. And that would be option two. While there's a greater initial cost, it's going to cost less to maintain that mower. Let's go on to question or part C. Okay, in order to really solve this problem, it would be extremely useful to figure out at what point these two options would be the same. At what point does it become cheaper to do one option over the other? So how Desmond's going to figure out is he's going to what we call solve the system. We had two equations here, okay? We want to figure out when Y and X equal the same amount in both equations, okay? So how we're going to go about doing that, we have the two equations again. We're going to look for where the two lines intersect, okay? Okay. And if we graph these, and how you can do that is we can pull up desmos.com and we'll open up that graphing calculator. And just to show you guys, come on, I'm going to type in each equation. So we've got Y equals 45, 45x plus $160. So that's that equation. Or we can have Y equals 15x plus the 400. Okay. And we're going to have to adjust the screen here so we can see this. And we can see the two lines have an intersection right there, okay? And that point is 8 and 520, okay? And that's what I had here at the point 8, 520. What does that exactly mean? What does the point 8, 520 mean? What that means, well, we said X was weeks, okay? And if you remember, the first value in an ordered pair is the X value. And the second value, y, represents the y value of the ordered pair. Okay, so what that means is that at 8 weeks, both options cost $520. Okay, at 8 weeks, both options cost $520. If there's more than 8 weeks left of the mowing season, it becomes cheaper to buy the new mower, that second equation. If there's less than 8 weeks left, it's cheaper to run the repair, the $160. Okay, but at 8 weeks, at the end of the 8th week, it's going to cost both of them $520. Okay, so now he's got to figure out his advertising. Okay, so they want us to set up an equation. We've got the first option, it's going to cost him $10 each week plus $12.05 per click that people do. The second option is $6.25 per week plus the 20 cents per click. So they want us to set up the two equations. Okay, and so I want to do T to represent the cost each week plus the charge per click. So what I did is I did for my first equation here, that was $10 per week plus 12.5 cents. Now, remember that's cents, so we have to write that as 0.125 per click plus $10. And then we have y equals 20 cents, so 0.20x plus the 625. So I'm going to bring this back over. They want to know how many clicks. So again, I'm going to go to desmos.com. Let's get rid of these two equations that we just had here. And I'm going to type in my two equations. Y equals my 12.5 cents per click plus the $10. And then my second equation, y equals 20 cents per click plus $6.25. Okay, now you can see we're going to have to adjust our thing here. Okay, so option 1 is going to be that purple line, and option 2 is the black line. So I can click right here where the two intersect, and I see that the coordinate is 50, 16.25. 50, 16.25. So that's what I wrote down here. Okay. They cost the same at 50 clicks, and that cost is $16.25. Okay. The first option, remember that was our purple. The first option becomes less expensive, becomes cheaper than the other option after 50 clicks. Okay. Question 6. Okay. This one gets a little weird, but hang with me through it. Okay. We have two newspapers. Okay. So let's just look at newspaper A. Okay. Newspaper A has the option for $6. If you spend $6, you can get 5 clicks. The second option is $9.25 for 5 clicks, but then you can see our numbers differ. Things may get cheaper. And then newspaper B, they did 2 different graphs. They graphed 2 lines here. Okay, so they said for each newspaper, write a system that models the total cost for 2 payment plans. So let's just break this apart. We're not even going to look at newspaper B first. We're going to set up a system. So 2 different equations for newspaper A. Well, to go through this, guys, this is a little confusing because we have a lot going on here and how they set up this table. In order to figure out what they cost per click, we have to find the slope. Okay, so my number of clicks is my X value. The total is the Y. So I have to find the change, which is $1.50. And the change here was 5. So I did 1.5 divided by 5, and I got 0.3 for click. That's 0.3. That's like 0.30, which is 30 cents for 1 click. And then I took that backwards. I subtracted 30 cents until I got down to 0 clicks to get that my intercept is $4.50, meaning that's our base cost. Okay. And then I had to do the same thing for the second. So we're going to ignore that middle line here. Okay. We're looking at the second payment plan. That's $1.25 divided by the change of 5 to get 25 cents for 1 click. And again, I took that back. This line, again, ignore this middle line. I subtracted $1.25. I'm sorry, I subtracted 25 cents until I got to 0 clicks, which was $8. Again, that's our base cost. Okay, so what I did here is I set up the two equations. I said 30 cents per click plus $4.50, and then I said 25 cents per click plus $8. Then I came over to newspaper B. Okay, newspaper B. To find I showed my 2 lines here. I have one in green, one in purple. Okay, one option, the first thing I had to do was find the slope. Okay, it's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry, I wrote that in such a light color. So I said the change in Y. So that was 17.5 minus the 15. Looks like this is, 17.5 minus the Y-intercept. That's the change in my Y value over my change in my X value. So from 0 to 25. And I got that it's 50 cents per click. And then I know the Y-intercept is 5. So I said 0.5x plus 5. And then I went up to this line here and I found the slope by doing 17.5 minus 15 over 25. And that costs 10 cents per click. And I see my Y-intercept is 15. So my second equation, Y equals 10 cents per click plus $15. So now they say use a graphing calculator. Guys, that's the Desmos, okay? That's desmos.com, click graphing calculator, okay? And so I'm going to bring that back over here. And I'm going to type in my 2 equations again. So I'm going to say, let's just do, they just want newspaper A. So I'm not even going to worry about that second one. So we're going to say Y equals 0.30x plus $4.50 to start. That's the green line. And then our second equation, Y equals 25 cents, 0.25x plus $8 to start. Okay, so we can see the 2 equations here. And I see where they intersect is at 70 and 25.5. 70 and 25.5. So let's go back to our paper here. I wrote that number down. What that means is at 70 clicks in 1 week, both options cost $25.50. Okay, your next questions are the reinforced that you'll go through with your teacher. Have a good day. Bye.